I go. Hey, Angie, how are you? Are you having a good night? I'm so glad you made it. Hey, babe. I'm just going to take off my makeup and then we'll get started. I'm just going to do like a fall look, like a really neutral eye, and then a dark lip, like a real vampy lip. Good. I'm glad you're doing good. How's the weather where you are? It's been like really nice fall weather here. It's cool. Ooh, that's pretty cool. It's pretty good. Hey, Lorna, how are you? Are you having a good night? I don't know what it's dropping to at night here. I know it's getting a little colder. I'm just, but it's definitely starting to feel like fall. It's supposed to kind of warm up a little bit this week, but not like what it was. All right. But I'm so ready for fall. I like the fall weather. Me either. I like fall. I think that's why I'm so ready for like fall looks and everything. And also my birthday's in fall, so maybe that's why I like fall so much. That's probably why. Yeah, it's probably why. I mean, I think you have to like the month. My birthday's next month, so that's probably it. I'm like dropping things. I got this new primer from like my Ipsy bag. That's like this gel. This is the new scoop it out. This is the weirdest looking primer, but it really works really good. Hey, busy mama, how are you? Your live was so good. I love that look that you created with the purples. First, purples are my favorite color. So I love like purple looks. You still got 90s? Yes. I think that we're like back and forth. That we're gonna, so it's been cooler, but then I think we go back up to the 80s, like in the middle of the week, and then we go to 70s. So it's like back and forth here. Like Kansas can never make up its mind what the weather's going to be. If it's going to stay fall, if it's going, same thing with in no matter what season. It just, it can never make up its mind. Okay, now I'm all I'm ready to go. Oh, you're in Arizona? Yes. No wonder it's like still 90 there. Hey, Zach, how are you tonight? Right? The desert. But doesn't it drop temperatures at night there? Like it gets cooler at night? I mean, it doesn't get like cold, but yeah, it is pretty cold there. I have never been to Arizona though. My grandparents, they lived in Albuquerque, so I've been to New Mexico several times, but not to Arizona. Yeah, I bet it feels nice though when at night when it gets to 60 after being that hot all day. I wouldn't know what I know in Canada, like the further up north, it just stays cold. Like once the snow hits, it's like it doesn't melt. I don't know if I could handle that. Like here, at least the snow melts, and we can get nice days in the winter because we do get cold, but it's not like that cold. Yeah. I have a friend that she's a missionary in Africa. And it gets up to 120 degrees there. Yeah, I could not handle that either. So I don't think that would be horrible. Yeah, no, right? That's what I said. No, no thanks. That would be no fun. And they have powder outages because the heat gets so bad. So that would make it so much worse. I am out of eyelid primer, so I'm just going to use concealer for my primer. And I'm going to use the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. So me and Cameron last night, we watched Hocus Pocus, and he never seen it. It was the first time he actually ever watched it, and now he loves it. He wanted to watch it again today because he thought it was so good. He thought it was so funny. I think that is his new favorite Halloween movie. Do you guys start watching Halloween movies yet? I wish Beetlejuice was on because we really like Beetlejuice, but it's not on Netflix or like Disney Plus or anything because we really like that one. Cameron loves that one. He thinks that one's so funny. What is some of your favorite Halloween movies? Not scary, because you know I'm a wimp when it comes to scary movies. Right? I don't do scary ones. I just like the kid Halloween ones, like Adam's Family. I don't do the scary ones at all. Me and Cameron are like movie watchers, I think. Yep. See, Angie, me and you are the same then. I can't do scary at all. Beetlejuice is good though. I do like Beetlejuice. Okay, so tonight I'm going to do kind of a neutral eye, and then I'm going to do a really dark lip because to me that is like a real fall kind of look. And so I'm going to do the Huda Beauty Mob Obsessions palette. This one is because I want to do just some real fall vibes and do something real neutral for that lid. And then just like kind of let the lipstick be the star of the show. I know. Mine are a little older. So it's not as bad for mine, but yeah, little ones, this super hurt. Some of it's pretty, can be pretty bad. I've never seen Halloween Town. Hocus Pocus is pretty good. It's not. Hocus Pocus would be good. You know, and your kids could do Coco probably because that one's really a good one. Yeah, I need to watch Halloween Town because that one's on Disney Plus. Cameron, he likes all those Tim Burton movies. So, but he's also 13, so he can watch a little bit of the older ones. Yes. Yes. Yeah, that was kind of, yeah. But it's pretty sure it goes by pretty quick. And that's the only one that is like inappropriate. Yeah. Yeah, and that one's on Netflix. Because we were looking for like the other Tim Burton ones, and that one's on Netflix. Because we were hoping that Beetlejuice was on and that one's not. Yeah. Because Cameron also he really likes The Nightmare Before Christmas. That's one of his favorite ones. And he hasn't seen Edward Scissorhands yet, but he might like that one since he likes all the other Tim Burton ones. And I'm just going with this for the base color that I put all over my eyes. Um, it's pretty good. I mean, Tim Burton is though. I mean, they're all kind of dark. I mean, his stuff is dark. Have you seen his other ones, like The Corpse Bride? Because that one, I mean, it's kind of dark like that one. If you have Disney Plus, Lorna, it's on Disney Plus right now. And then I'm putting this one in my as a transition shade. I also really liked Casper. Do you guys remember that one when it became a movie? I liked that one too. I thought that one was really cute. I don't remember that one being inappropriate. It's been a long time since I've seen it. Maybe the uncles were a little inappropriate, but I don't remember. And it wasn't scary. No, it wasn't scary at all, but it was really good. How come that one's not playing? That one's so good. I thought that one was so cute. I loved Adam's Family. I haven't seen the new one. They made into a cartoon, like the movie Adam's Family and Adam's Family Values. Like I loved those. I mean, I immediately start wanting to sing the song. I won't sing for you guys. I'm a horrible singer. I can't do Chucky. That's, that doll is scary. It is frightening. I also can't do Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't, this is so. My stepbrother had a poster of Freddy when I was like a kid. Whenever we went to my stay the night at my dad's house, this poster, we had to sleep in my stepbrother's room, and he had a poster of Freddy Krueger. And I could not sleep whenever I was over there because of that stupid poster. Because you know, whenever you fall asleep and you dreamed, that's when he would kill you in your sleep. And so I never slept the whole time I was at my dad's because I was terrified. And so my mom would, I get home and she'd be like, "Why are you so tired?" Because I could not sleep because of that stupid poster. And I didn't want to tell anybody because I was so embarrassed that this stupid poster scared them, scared me to death. To death. Like it was so stupid, but it did. It was so scary. I was terrified. I don't mind Halloween. Like I can kind of do Halloween. Like Mike Myers isn't too bad because at least there's kind of like a storyline to it. It's not as bad. I can kind of do that one. But I'm still set there like this through the really bad parts. Just some of them get like so gory and they're so gross. Right? That doll did look possessed. Well, go get some celery, Zach. Go get a snack. I'm gonna do this. Oh, I can no. Mm-mm. Not at all. Cannot. And paranormal activities that I can't even watch the commercials. Like I have to turn them like when we had TV that had commercials, but I have to change the channel. Like I'm such a wimp. Do both. At least they're healthy snacks and not like eating a bunch of chips or something. I'm so glad to hear that there's somebody else that's like terrified of that stuff because my husband, he like makes fun of me for being such a wimp, scary movies. And I won't watch any of those TV shows that are out now, like American Horror Story, The Walking Dead. Can't do it. Cannot do those either. Peanut butter is good for you. So yeah, I cannot. Nope. And he gets so mad that I won't watch those shows. Oh, and I cannot do it. Oh, that movie looks horrible. Cannot do it. I had a manager. She wanted to do that movie as team building at my salon, and so everybody was going to meet for it and go. And she was like, "Everybody's going," and she's like, "Let's all go. It's going to be so great." And I was like, "No, not going." And she was she's like, "You're gonna miss it. It's team building." I'm like, "Nope, you guys can go team build without me." I'll go to another movie and you guys can team build in it. No, go to another movie that won't keep me up at night, scared to death out of my mind. Oh, see, I can even do Bates Motel. Oh, I can do The Grudge. No. Ooh. That was that new one, Nurse Ratchet. No, Corey tried to get me to watch it. And apparently, I walk in when it's like the goriest part. Apparently, I'm just lucky. That I come in at the worst part. And he's like, "It's not that bad. It's you just come in at the worst part." I'm like, "Lucky me." Right. I'll totally have nightmares too. I cannot. I don't know why people want to be scared. Like they think that's like a good time. Like they want to be scared. I don't get it. I'm 42 and can't watch a scary movie. So don't feel bad, Zach. I mean, there's a lot of other movies that we've watched. Lorna loves scary movies. Lorna, you're like my husband. He likes all the gore and all the scary movies. You two would probably have lots of movies to talk about. Now, I love movies, just not scary ones. Now, I can do movie trivia all night long and repeat lines of movies and all that kind of stuff, but not scary movies. We should start a support group, Angie. Scary movies and somebody. And then Lauren is over here. I love them. She's like, you guys are wimps. Right. Scary movie support group. We can get matching t-shirts. Right? She's like, babies, here's your bottle. Who's uploading a video? I want to know who's uploading a video. Well, that is awesome. I can't wait to see it. What other movies do you guys like? I know Angie, one of Angie's favorites is Notebook. Because me and her share that. That's one of our favorites. I mean, I know that's not a Halloween movie or anything, but since we got on the topic of movies, now I'm curious what's everybody's favorite movie? Hey, Amanda, didn't see you sneak in. And I'm even wearing a yellow shirt. Hey, Jessica. How are you? You made it. We were talking about like movies. Well, first Halloween movies, even though I don't do scary movies. Neither does Angie or Zach. About how there were three wimps about it. Yes, because I'm from that part of Kansas originally. Because Dorothy's house is actually in Liberal, Kansas, and so they have a museum in there. So, yeah, so they have like a little Dorothy's house set up in Liberal, Kansas. I mean, there's not much in Liberal, Kansas. So, yep, I've been there. That's why when we were putting this together, or like Tess said, how they wanted to do Wizard of Oz, I was like, I have to be Dorothy because I'm from that part. I'm from Kansas, so I have to be Dorothy because Dorothy's from Kansas. But I don't live in that part of Kansas now because I mean, that's clear on the other first side of the state that I am on now. Because I'm in one part of Kansas and that's on the other part of Kansas that I grew up. I grew up by there. Because I grew up in a real small town out in southwestern Kansas, and now I live in Kansas City. It's like 7.5 hours away from where I am now. No, according to my husband, no, I'm still a country. He teases me all the time that where I grew up that we sit on hay bales. Hey, Amy, how are you? I am good. I'm good. I am just, playing in makeup. It's always a good time. I think that's going to be a fun makeup look, the Wicked Witch. I think that would be really fun. I actually think a lot of the looks would be really fun. You can be really creative with that. Finally asleep. That's good. Oh, I love that. Like the costume, like everything for Dorothy. I think it's going to be fun. No nightmares, no nightmares. That's not fun. Every party has one. I feel like I make the weirdest face when I put on mascara. I feel like I can't talk either. Like I'm afraid I'm going to poke myself in the eyeball. I don't want to watch it either. But I'm with Zach. I'm kind of a wimp when it comes to scary movies. Now, I'm with Zach. I'm not either, and neither is Angie. We have a support group. No eyes. That's mean. Don't glue his eyes open to watch a scary movie. Okay, that's good. Just, why would you do that to Zach? I know, we'll have to cancel him. I like some sci-fi, but not all sci-fi. I don't like alien movies. Which my husband also thinks is weird, but I don't like alien movies. Like I'm totally not like against alien movies. No, I know a lot of people that like scary movies, Lorna. I'm just not one of them. I feel like there's more people that like them than that don't. I'm surprised when people are like me that are scared. Pet Cemetery. Yeah, that one was. I remember my cousins made me watch it when I was, I think, like middle school or high school, and I was terrified. Terrified. I wouldn't watch that one. My kind of Halloween movie is kind of, it's like Beetlejuice, Hocus Pocus. That's my kind of Halloween movies. I like those. So basically, kid movies. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I need to watch Halloween Town. I haven't seen that one, but it'd probably be right if it's a kid movie. Yep. I don't know. Right. He said he might be here. He's working on his daughter's car. And so he said he might show up. So I don't know. So you'll have to give him a hard time, Angie, if he doesn't show up, since he gives you one all the time. I do like Halloween. That's one scary one I can watch. So I can watch Halloween. And I did watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre when the ones that the newer ones, because Corey made me go. But I sat like this through the bad parts. Well, and then he should be coming then. I don't know. Since there's like 6 people here, so I don't know if she's still in here. Right. Well, most scary movies, they show boobies in like the first, like what, 5 seconds of the movie. Yeah, Last House on I saw that one. That one did not, Annabelle, no, did not see that one. Yeah, people. Wow. 1408. I haven't. I don't know that one, but I probably wouldn't know. If it's scary, then I wouldn't know that one. Corey likes those. He liked that Devil's Rejects and House of a Thousand Corpse. Like those are some of his favorites. You are not old, Angie. I heard Annabelle was really scary though. We used to do, when we lived in our house on Olathe, we used to do a haunted house in our front yard, and that went around our house. But it was fun. Ugh, black licorice is gross. I do not like black licorice. Me and Cameron watched Hocus Pocus on Disney Plus. It was the first time he watched it, and then we watched it again today because he liked it. I didn't get the collection because it sold out before I was able to get on the site and get any. But a friend of mine, she wants to get the palette, so I think that she's gonna wait for the relaunch. Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. My friend wants to get the collection. I don't know if or did anybody else gonna get it? Are you gonna get it, Amanda? Oh, so it relaunches tomorrow. Yeah, I saw that. But it's gonna be on Ulta tomorrow. It is pretty palette. Hey Sherry, how are you? You're gonna get the glitter. Right. I do think ColourPop does make good eyeshadows though. So I do think that their palettes are really good. Yeah, I do too. It's the Huda Beauty and it's balls. Is what it's called. And then the lip liner is Huda Beauty also, and it's Trophy Wife. Yeah, I want to do just a really neutral eye and then a dark vampy lip because I feel like this is like a really classic fall look. Did you also see that there is like I can't remember what line, but there is a Corpse Bride palette I saw for Halloween. I can't remember whose line it was. It is a Morphe, the luminous setting spray. I love it. I got it when I went to Ulta a couple times back. And it's really good. It's pretty quick. It's like we're right at like 59. So pretty quick for me. But I didn't like spend as much time on my eyelet as than I normally do. Because it was real simple. Because normally I do a really dramatic eye look, and this time it wasn't. I did a real simple one. Because I wanted the lips to be more dramatic than the eyes. Under. Which one's on? Oh, yeah. I am just drinking some water because I just know that I wish I had some tea because I do like tea, but it's just water. Then I think I I think I sprained my wrist a couple months back, like a month back. And now I think I hurt, like it's not getting better. I keep on hurting it. Oh no, I think I'm drinking water. Ouch. I hate when that happens. That is the worst. So anyway, I've been wrapping my wrist because I think I sprained it because it's just not getting better. And I cannot put weight on my wrist. And then when I'm like doing people's hair, it keeps on hurting. And why do they call it funny bone when it doesn't hurt at all? Yeah, that's I don't yeah, sometimes it takes a lot longer to heal than what they say it is sometimes. I it's it's not funny though. True. The irony. Andy, you're gonna have to give Kevin a hard time because he's still not here and it's been an hour. Good night, busy mama. Thank you so much for coming in. Because you know, if you didn't show up, Angie, Kevin would be giving you such a hard time. So you'll have to make fun of him. Oh yeah, I I have broken my leg, my fibula, my tibula. I have broken my this wrist. I've broken the top of my wrist, the top of my hand, both pinkies, big toe. I think that's it. I'm just me now. I'm not skateboarding. I'm just a klutz. And just different things. I'm just a klutz. Oh yeah. Give him a voicemail so you can annoy him with your accent and make it extra like big accent. Angie is from New York, so she has a New York accent, which I don't think it's that bad that Kevin is from Wisconsin. And so Kevin says that her accent is very big, which I also bet Kevin has an accent, but he says he doesn't. But I haven't heard Kevin's voice. So, but I bet he has an accent because I feel like people from Wisconsin kind of have an accent too. So, yeah, she does say coffee. Probably a little funny. But people from Baltimore have a little bit of an accent too, Amanda. Just a tad. You have a little bit of an accent in being in Baltimore. A little bit. Not as bad as people from Boston. People in Boston have a really thick accent. You have a great, wonderful voice. I'm just saying that you like everybody has a little bit of an accent from different parts of the areas. Hold on, let me turn my computer on. I thought I had it plugged in. Sorry, my light went out because my computer wasn't plugged in. I figured Kevin had an accent, but I've never heard him talk. But I know people from Wisconsin has a little bit of an accent. But I haven't never heard him talk. They say that people like in Kansas, Nebraska have the least amount of accents. But I don't know if that's true. Because you can't hear yourself. Like you don't know how you like you don't hear your own accent. Because to you, you sound normal, and then everybody else hears it. So who knows? Do I have an accent? Anybody? I don't think I'm normal at all. At all. My husband said when he first met me, because I used to do theater, and he's like, "Oh, that's why you beat you. That's what's wrong with you." And I was like, what? I was like, is that a compliment in there? Right. I have like a little bit of an accent, like from people here in Kansas City, that I have a little twang. And I'm like, if I do, it's because because I'm from a different part of Kansas than here, from the part I live at now. I'm like, if it this is probably because we were right by Oklahoma. So I was like, oh, it's probably sounds more Oklahoma than Kansas. Right? Mix of Southern and there's nothing wrong with a little Southern. Nothing wrong with that. I have a half brother from North Carolina. Now his is so like southern, and he doesn't really have like he's hard to understand sometimes over the phone because his draw. I can understand some of his consonants because he just kind of rolls everything together. His accent. Straight up. That's how my half brother is. It's like straight up southern. But he was born and raised in North Carolina. He was here for a couple of days, and everybody, when he said say anything, everybody's like, "Where are you from? Where are you from?" Where is everybody from? I know Sherry's from Florida, Lorna's from Arizona, Amy's from Washington, right? Am I doing pretty good? Angie's from New York. I'm trying to remember. You're a Yankee to them. Uh, and they take it so serious in the South. They get so serious about people being Yankees. But you're okay, so you're originally from Jersey, but you live in Florida now. And they're so serious about that, especially being from Jersey. So the minute you say something, they're like, "Where are you from? You ain't from around here." When my dad lived in Biloxi, Mississippi, and me and my sister would say anything, they're like, "Where are you from?" And we were like, "Kansas," and they're like, for one, would they were like, "Is it a prairie out there still?" We're like, "No." It's about time, Kevin. We were wondering if you were going to show up, if you forgot about us. Angie was going to call you with her New York accent to give you a hard time. Hello. Oh, Cameron says hi. I'm talking like I'm from Kansas right now. I get asked a lot when people from other states, I get when they find out you're from Kansas, they're like, "Hey, do you know Dorothy?" I get that a lot. A lot. Do you know Dorothy? Do you know Dorothy? Yeah, wait, I get that too. Yeah, get that a whole bunch. And one time, this is actually a horrible story, but this is so bad. I was working at Tanner's, and these guys were kind of being jerks. And they're like, oh, they were so Kansas City, it's a twin city. So some of it's on Missouri side and some it's on the Kansas side. Okay, that's fine. And they were making fun of me for being from the Kansas side, and they're like, "Oh, you're from the Kansas side," because there's a big rivalry. And then they were saying some about, I was like, "It's not my fault. Your house fell on your sister or something." And it was like, right after what happened to my mom and my sister. So it's really bad timing on his part for saying that. Oh, that's horrible. Why would they say it like that? New Jersey, like I can't even then pronounce that. That's stupid. No, actually, I didn't kick his ass. I ran away crying because I just got back. It was so bad, and I literally couldn't even say anything, and I ran away crying. I was like, in the middle of the restaurant, I just started bawling in front of everybody, and like I ran away. And then I think everybody and like all the other waitresses went over there and told him what I asked they were. And then before they waited until I came out to apologize, and he's like, "I'm so sorry," and I'm like, "It's okay." It was bad. It was. I was so embarrassed that I like was such a baby about it. Well, that's stupid that they say it like that, though. It doesn't even make sense. That doesn't make sense to me why they say it. I mean, I'm sure they say stupid things. Everybody has says have certain accents. I think it's just because I did theater. I don't know. We had to study accents so much when I was in theater that I really do like accents. I think they're really cool, and it's cool how to learn about them. We had a teacher from Boston, and so she would say water. Like I can't do it now, but I'll try to say water like she did. And when she'd say she'd park the car, because she would always say that. And she had to go park the car in a different parking spot, or she would go get a glass of water. And we're like, "What? You want us to get a what?" Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's funny that they think it's only Brooklyn that you can be from, because New York is so big. Thank you, Kevin, so much for saying that. Yeah, last week was so dramatic with my load. This one's kind of a lot more simple. How long have you lived in Florida, Sherry? But you are from Brooklyn. They do not. I've always wanted to go to New York though. Um, Before I got into hair, I was really into theater, so I always wanted to go to New York to go see Broadway shows on Broadway because that. But I would love to go see Broadway shows, and then also, oh, nice. But also, Redican, the hair color line that we use, they their headquarters is on. It's also on Broadway, but it's like on Fifth Avenue. Actually, yeah, Fifth Avenue is like the exchange, and you can go there in any time and get classes. And so I think that would be so fun to go to New York and get classes from Redken. So I would love to do that sometime and go see Broadway shows. So sometime I would love to go to New York for that. I know that sounds probably so lame to some people. All right. All right. Then you can show me around because I have never been there and I would probably get lost. And so you can show me all the sites and so I don't get lost in New York because I would have no idea where I'm going. You can kind of show me everything because that would be super fun. And you wouldn't have to fly because I know you don't like to fly. Right. You can drive and I can meet you there because I can't. I'll have to fly to New York from Kansas City. Corey's never wanted to go. Like that's not New York. Is not one of the places he wants to go. I don't know why. Like I just think it sounds like the cool. Like I've always wanted to go. Right. It would be. I don't even know how long of a drive that would be to drive it, but that would be a long drive. And I work with a girl. She's from Baltimore, and I can't remember how long she said the drive is to there, but it's a long drive. I think it would be exciting. I know that it's like a friend of mine, she went and my cousins went and they said like the restaurants are really awesome and the musicals are amazing. It's just that there's always something going on. It's really awesome. And the museums are really cool. So it would be really fun. I think there would be so much to see. No, I bet it would. I mean, I bet it does. I mean, hey, how are you? How have you been? We're just talking about New York right now. Have you ever been to there? I'm sure there is a lot more than rats in New York. Oh, my eyes kind of water. Well, yeah. So, but isn't that like a lot of? I mean, I'm sure there's. I'm sure. I'm sure. They, I'm sure they find a lot of food. And, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'd want to go into the. I'm sure there's rats in Kansas City too, because it is a city. There's probably a lot of places, that's not so glamorous in every city. True. Squirrels do look like rats, bushy tail, and they're just. I don't think anybody should be ever ashamed of where they are or where they're from. I mean, people make fun of being from Kansas and stuff too, and I'm so glad. I'm proud to be where I'm from. But I'm sure they have other things that make the news. Cows, you know. Trying to think of other things that could make the news in Wisconsin. I'm thinking, I'm thinking cows probably make the news a lot in Wisconsin, right? You know about them. What else makes? I mean, I think every city has things that makes the news a lot. Kansas City right now, the Chiefs makes the news a lot. Right, right. Every farm kid knows about that. I have never done that to be honest with you, but I have heard of it. bonfires. We used to do a lot of bonfires when I was a teenager out, out in southwestern Kansas. That was probably the big fun. I think I sprained my wrist. It's been hurting. I think I did it about a month ago, and I didn't do anything about it. But like, every time I am at work, it's just like hurts really bad, and I can't put any weight on it now. Like every time I like try to put weight on it, it like hurts really bad. So I'm trying to like wrap my. So I went and got a brace because I just keep on hurting it, and when I'm like blow drying my clients or I'm like rolling perm or anything, it's like hurting so bad I can hardly stand it. And then, like I said, when I go to like put weight on it or pick anything up, it's hurting so bad. So I thought maybe I need to like wrap it and stabilize it a little better. So maybe it can heal. So, or maybe I'm getting carpal tunnel. I don't know. That is hurting really bad. So, but I know that hairstylists, we get carpal tunnel really bad. And so I thought maybe this will kind of help a little bit. So we'll see. I'm hoping it's not carpal tunnel. I'm hoping it's just sprain. Because I don't want to have to get the carpal tunnel surgery. No, too much hair. Too much hair because I'm right-handed. So this is like my hand, I do everything. And you got to realize, so I stand like this half the day, cutting hair and highlighting, rolling perms. So I'm constantly, my arm's constantly standing. I'm constantly standing with my arm extended and doing things. And so I'm constantly using my hand. So if I did sprain my wrist, it's just not healing. So hopefully it's not. But it's not swollen, but I can't, like I said, I can't put any weight on it. So if anybody's got any good tips for me on healing my wrist, I'm all yours. Because it really hurts. Oh, you're gonna go to the casino? Now, are you only taking that? Or you just got $70 for free? Like, yeah, hopefully you win. What casino are you going to? We have a couple here, different ones. I actually don't know how many we have because I don't really go a whole lot. They're like the river boat ones. They're like on the water. And then we have one up at the Legends area. Oh, it's on the Indian reservation. We have one in Topeka. It's on the reservation. Will you try to get to Vegas sometime this year? Or are you going to wait till after the whole COVID thing? Maybe when they get a vaccine. Oh, you had a nice win. Congrats. Right? I don't think I would either until there's vaccine. Hopefully there's one soon. Oh, what did I do to my hair? Now my hair's looking crazy. Now, how far away from Milwaukee is are you guys? Is that close to you? I've never been to Wisconsin. See, me and Nate just thinking the same thing. We're on the same page. Oh, you're changing your newsray? That's okay. That's okay. I'm glad that you came back. We're talking about the casinos. Kevin had a big win. So, and he's going back. Okay, 20 minutes. That's not bad. That's not bad. The ones here are like 5 minutes. But like I said, we don't have to go. We're not much gamblers. That is nice. That is really nice. Now, I probably would go if I was in Vegas, I probably would. Because you can't go to Vegas and not play a little bit. But I'm not like, but that is really good. 7,000, that's pretty good. Did you just like do slots? Did you play blackjack? What did you do? Okay, slots and roulette. Okay, yeah, I like slot, and I've done roulette before. Um, and also craps, I think, but it's been a while. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit that. My bad. Kevin, what do you play when you go to Vegas? I'm not to Vegas, but to any casino. What do you like to play, Angie, at the casino? There's lots of blackjack. I'm not good at like blackjack. I say Corey likes to play cards and then slot. I don't mind. I like slots. You don't have to think about it. You just hit the button. Blackjack, you have to like think about it. I don't. I don't know. So slots. I like slots probably, but I don't win. I've always. I just don't feel like I'm that lucky. I've won a few times, but I don't think I'm like that incredibly lucky of a person that I'm like, oh, I win every time. I don't think I'm that lucky. That's probably why we don't go. Because I feel like I work so hard for like my money that I don't want to see it go all into the casino. Okay, that's really good. That's pretty good. But yeah, I just that's really nice. But yeah, I think I just think of like, wow, I worked really hard for that. I wanted to like not be able to like. I think I won like $700 one time, and then one time I played craps with this guy. Me and him won, I think like 7,000, and doesn't. But he said that he would pay for the winning and the losing because I didn't want to like go and lose all my money that I worked really hard on earning. So he said he would pay for the winning and the losing. And so I'm like, yay, I'll go. So it was a win-win for me. And then he split it. He gave me half since I was the one rolling for him and I won all the money. It was a good deal. It was in Topeka. It was the casino we went to. Uh, yeah, I just don't go. I'm gone that often. 100 bucks, that's not bad. I always think that's more than I walked in at some time, but I don't know. A lot of money in Vegas, but he's also living there, so like you'd have to not. I know. That is the way to go. Someone to pay for your winning and your losing. You would have to. See, yeah, that was a sure thing. You have to have a sure thing. See, yeah. I just. I just don't know. That would be hard to live in Vegas, and you would almost not have to. You just, I just don't think you would want to gamble all the time if you lived there. In the Hard Rock Casino. Now, do you go gambling all the time living that close to the casino? Because we live close to them too, and we don't go. Like it's no big deal to us, and we live so close. We're just like whatever. We could take him or leave him. I think it's more like if somebody came into town that wants to go to them, we would go. And then if, you know, that's the only time we would go is if somebody came into town and, hey, we want to go to Hollywood Casino. And then we'd be like, yeah, we'll go, we'll meet you there. That would be the only time we would go is if somebody wanted to go. I don't think we would go out of our way to go. Right? Yeah, I can, yeah. That's so usually what we do. If we have gone, oh, we're only taking this much. And once we spend that much, we're done. We never even get to we're like, we're good. And this is before, the situation's on that. But I mainly go eat it, like the buffet, eat or eat food. Right? Well, yeah, with everything going on, I would think the casinos would be kind of, really, yeah, you'd just be spending your paychecks on gambling if you did that. You would have to kind of, I think it would be more that you go to like when somebody's in town just to show them the sights or whatever. Like, hey, I don't know. Is it really? Like everybody talks about it. Well, you hear about it all the time in movies like Atlantic City, Lunatic City. It's funny that it's like, yeah, it's a town. Uh, oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. I love hearing about it, where everybody's from. So it's nothing to like go bragging about that you went to Atlantic City. It's this amazing place, nothing like that. All right. I'm just curious. Kevin thought it was dumb though. I heard like I was listening to like a local radio station, and I just thought this was like a good question. So I'll ask you guys because I just thought this was a good question. Like, so if you had to name like the best year of your life, okay, name the best year of your life. That was the question. So if you could pick any year, what was the best year? Because I was like thinking about it, I was like, oh, what would the best year be? Because it's hard to pick one year. Because honestly, you know, thinking about it, it's like, oh, was it the year you got? I mean, that is a good year. Well, what year was that? I was like, this is the year I got married, the year I had my first child, the year I had my second child. But you can't, pick that because one would feel like, why 1989? I think I don't think I would pick. Well, obviously, I love my children equal, so I wouldn't pick because both. Yeah, I 1989. Yeah, I would say both the years my children were born. So 2005 for Vance and 2007 for Cameron. Those are the best years. Definitely, those are the best years. For Vance was because we had two miscarriages right before him. And so and then when we finally got pregnant with him, it was just like I finally got to become a mom. And then 2007, it happened again. It was just, and our family was finally complete with Cameron. So, so those are the two best years. Yeah, Angie, why 1989? Tell us. And I want to hear the year, Sherry. I want to hear the exact year. If she's still here, I think there's only two people left. But I thought that was a good question because I was like, oh, 1986. Nice. But wouldn't the best year, you don't even remember half of it, like all of it. Yeah, I love that. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. I love that answer, Angie. That's good. Is that the year you had your kids, Cherry? She guesses. Right. She just squeeze that in, I guess. I'll throw that in. That's pretty good. I won't tell the kids that you just threw that in like last minute. Right? And if we go way back, I would say also the year I graduated, that was a pretty good year. Because it was like life was simple back then. You know, you didn't have any bills, just carefree. So that was pretty simple. Right. Okay, so we can also go the opposite. Was the worst year of your life? 2001. As my mom and my sister got killed in a car accident. Worst year of my life. It was that good, huh? That good. Yeah, 2001. It was stinky. It was horrible. See, we had the same horrible year. Same horrible year. But I lost my mom and my sister. It was the worst year. You had two horrible years? 2015, 2019. 1986. 3 years. Like, what happened in those years, you guys? You guys, 2 and 3. This is bad years. Yeah. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for all your guys' losses. I totally understand that. Three strikes. You should know that. Give me 6 minutes. Yeah. Those are so hard. And you never forget those, like, those, those years of those months. And 2020 is also up there. Yeah. Yeah. 2001, it was like, it was my mom and my sister both, and it was a car wreck. But it's so hard to lose like your sibling, I think. It is. It is so hard to lose your sibling. I don't think people realize that until you lose one of your siblings. Yeah. I don't know how my dad took it. I'm so sorry, Kevin. It's still so hard. Any loss is hard. I think grief is just so hard. No matter what kind of loss it is, it's just hard. No, I don't think you do. I think you just like learn to like cope with it better, but I don't think you ever get over it. Because I don't think you don't not think about them every day, because I miss them every day. Well, we are right at 2 hours. Not to mean to leave it on like a sad note or anything, but we are right at 2 hours. So I am going to get off here because I have to get some kids to bed. But anyway, I thank you guys so much for coming in tonight and hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys next Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Okay. Thank you guys. Good night. I am not, no, I'm like, no, not at all. Not at all. I just have kids to get to bed. I hear them playing video games. Good night, everybody. Thank you guys so much for coming in. I will see you guys next Saturday. Bye.